Hey, everybody, and welcome back to part two of turning HR from a cost center to a profit center. An important message for the HR professionals today is that we need to make it a goal to help our key stakeholders within the organization. We need to arm them with the insights and information necessary to drive more data-driven decisions, but also resolve some of those key business challenges of today. Everything we do in HR needs to serve the goals of the business and, more importantly, the executive strategy of the CEO or executive director. Now, it may surprise you that 60% of executive vice presidents and CEOs still see HR as an administrative function. That means only 40% of businesses have really seen the positive impact that HR can have in a more strategic function for their organization moving forward. So I'd like to start with actually directing conversations specifically between HR and the CEO. They too need to develop their own relationship within the business. The typical hierarchical structures of today, where HR is reporting into finance and finance is sharing that message with the CEO, unfortunately is broken. We need HR to facilitate and have conversations directly with the CEOs and senior leaders to understand what their challenges are, where they're taking the business down the road, and why they anticipate or why they feel like they're having these particular issues. When we understand where they're coming from and actively listening, we can then bring in best case examples of past success of leveraging key performance indicators to resolve these challenges. By arming them with the data and insights necessary, they too will see the value in a more strategic HR function. The last piece, obviously, I do have a list of my chicken scratch on 1 through 6, but one of the most critical pieces that I wanted to mention is obviously sharing that CEO's understanding of what the project is going to resolve, and the role that they play in delivering that message from the top down. Without that executive level buy-in, unfortunately, a lot of these practices and policies and procedures will be dead on arrival. So I encourage HR to go and facilitate these conversations with the CEO, show the value that they could potentially have by leveraging more technology, improving process, and how they can start to leverage data within their roles of today to help resolve some of the key business challenges that they were made privy to due to the conversations that they're having with the CEO. Do this and more, and this will, again, transition HR from the tactical reactionary practices of yesterday and focus more on the strategic proactive practices required not only to survive, but thrive in this new normal. Have a great night, everybody, and tune back in next week for part 3.